This week on Inside Boulder News, CU hosts the third Republican presidential candidate debate, community members take a walking tour to help visualize the new Civic Area, and Pearl Street is named one of 15 great places in America by the American Planning Association. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prell. On Wednesday night, the nation's political spotlight shone brightly on Boulder as the University of Colorado hosted the much-anticipated third Republican presidential debate at CU's Coors Event Center.
Live from the University of Colorado in Boulder, the Republican presidential debate.
As the GOP candidates work to create standout moments on the stage and in front of the national media.
But it was a really exciting debate.
It's like block and tackling.
Senator, whether it's Paul or whoever, our leadership team has to fight for us.
The effects of this event on Boulder and Colorado were already being noticed by local political leaders from both sides of the aisle.
Well, I'm pretty excited about the debate being in Boulder. I owe my law degree and my student loan to the University of Colorado, and I received the nomination for United States Senate here just a year ago. And so for the United States to get to see the Flatirons in the background, the beautiful campus of the University of Colorado, and they're now experiencing Boulder. Great opportunities to show off and showcase a quality of life that you can't get anywhere else in the country, right here in Colorado. I think is going to do a lot of good things for the state.
It seems to me that the people of Boulder have been very welcoming of this event. Things seem to be going very well. Just across the street there's a free speech zone, and I know there's also a rally. It's meant to draw attention to some of the anti-immigrant rhetoric that we've seen from some of these candidates. But I think it's healthy dialogue. It's healthy conversation that needs to happen, and we're happy to be here, and I think we're happy to have the RNC here in Colorado. Colorado is a swing state, very much a purple state, and it could go either way, so the attention is good for our state.
Good evening, I'm Carl Quintanilla with my colleagues.
Working with the University of Colorado, CNBC moderated and broadcasted the debate live from campus.
Tonight, we're in Colorado.
And added some local flavor when telling the story of the surrounding area.
Is now a battleground state in the race for the White House.
Great chance to get exposure.
Live from the University of Colorado in Boulder.
You know, this is obviously a great opportunity for our campus with millions and millions of viewers. But really in the long term, when people are seeing pictures of the Flatirons, they're hearing about Boulder, hopefully they'll take a vacation here. And so that is just continued economic impact from this debate.
Even though only a select few were allowed into the Coors Event Center for the debate and 500 media here in the spin room, the debate had far-reaching impacts in the Boulder community and ignited a variety of conversations.
Let's try this.
Not far from the political spotlight, activists gathered peacefully at the Central Park Band Show prior to marching up Broadway to the CU campus.
We're in a theory class right now that's studying nonviolent social movements. So this was a good opportunity to go out and take some field notes, observe what's happening, just do a little bit of research about what this looks like in action.
Cynthia Cormack specifically planned her vacation around the debate.
I think everybody should watch the debate. I think everybody really needs to pay attention. It's an important election. We really need to be informed on the issues so that your vote really does count and you really know what you're voting for.
In prior debates, the issue of immigration from the GOP candidates has been polarizing.
Promising to build a wall and make another country pay for it. Right. Send 11 million people out of the country.
And was a strong theme in our community's response to the candidates being in Boulder on Wednesday night.
So I'm here with Federico Peña's campaign, My Country, My Vote, and it's to encourage the next president, whoever that may be, to focus on immigration reform when they get into office. I think it's important because we have a right to do this and a right to say what we think, and we elect people to represent us, and so it's important to let those representatives know what we want to see and what direction we want our country to go in. So I think it's really important to get out here.
It's exciting. We're all here for a good cause and in solidarity, and to say, no, we don't tolerate discrimination anywhere. And we're certainly not going to tolerate it here in Boulder, Colorado.
Use your vote. Sí se puede.
Despite strong opinions, the community expressed their right to free speech in a very calm and respectful manner.
I thought there would be more people protesting today, like against Donald Trump and what he has said, but I don't see that many people protesting.
I think it could be a really good opportunity for the town. I don't agree with how many people that they're letting into the debate. But either way, I think it's a pretty exciting thing for the Boulder community, no matter which political party you affiliate yourself with, whether you're on the side that you really support it, or you're on the side where you think that we should have, the Boulder community and students should have more voice.
We are stepping up together.
Whether it was through music, marches, rallies, or merely observation, the debate clearly engaged the Boulder community.
I think I'm going to go home to watch it because I'm really interested in this debate.
It's so exciting, just seeing everybody so riled up and having such a political and very respected kind of thing happen, and for me to be a part of it, it's huge, to be able to educate myself and to be a part of something.
Community members gathered earlier this week to participate in walking tours provided by the Civic Area team.
To answer your question directly, we're going to thin out some of the vegetation. We're going to leave the native species, like these great cottonwoods and some of the willows and peach leaf willows.
The tours were designed to help participants visualize the new Civic Area through a discussion of proposed physical improvements led by Boulder Civic Area co-project leader Jeff Haley.
And so this 11th Street spine is basically a fancy way of saying we're going to have this continuous path and sidewalk to connect through the Civic Area.
I'm interested in the Civic Area for a particular reason, which has to do with the project I'm working on. Is called the Nobel Circle. A tour like this outside at the locations is terrific, I think. It's the best introduction I've had. I've studied all these maps and that sort of thing, but being here is different.
The community is invited to share thoughts on the Civic Area plans during the November 10th City Council meeting, where Council will be considering the proposed plan recommended from the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. In the meantime, see the latest renditions of the new Civic Area by visiting bouldercivicarea.com. Recently, the American Planning Association named the Pearl Street Mall as one of America's great places. The American Planning Association creates an annual list that recognizes 15 great neighborhoods, streets, and public spaces.
This is kind of their gold standard flagship recognition for public spaces, and we're so excited to be included in this group. It includes other places like Central Park in New York, the Millennium in Chicago, and a whole host of other places, so we're excited to be on the 2015 list. So when they're looking for great places, they're really looking for places that have a sense of public engagement, that people want to be in, people want to work there, people want to live there, people want to come down and spend time there, where you can, enjoy the street life and really have a unique experience. I think it's important to recognize that this is, Pearl Street Mall is an amazing thing that the City of Boulder created, much like our parks system and so on, and it's really a collaborative partnership. So the Department of Community Vitality is very involved in this, and also Parks and Rec. They do the wonderful tulips that we see in the spring, and then also police kind of help to make sure it stays that fabulous public space. And so it's really collaborative. And then we also work in public-private partnership with Downtown Boulder, Inc. And without them, it also wouldn't be what it is today.
One of the cutest examples of this partnership with Downtown Boulder is set to take place this weekend.
So Munchkin Masquerade is a kid-friendly trick-or-treating event on the Pearl Street Mall and beyond. It's happening from 2 to 4 p.m. this Saturday, October 31st. Thanks to the generosity of our downtown businesses, we have nearly 100 treat stops, and we have many great activities. Cliff Kids will be here sampling. We have a kid-friendly haunted house at Alpine Modern, a haunted lobby at the Hotel Boulderado, and games with prizes at Ramble on Pearl. This is a great event for kids 12 and under, and you can get more information at munchkinmasquerade.com.
The Munchkin Masquerade is free and open to the public, and it's important to remember no dogs are allowed on the Pearl Street Mall. Whether you're bringing your Munchkin down to Pearl Street, dining, or shopping, City of Boulder parking garages are free on Saturdays and Sundays year-round. The City of Boulder and Boulder County are inviting everyone in the Boulder Valley to share their opinions at several upcoming listening sessions. The listening sessions aim to help identify focus topics to address in the Boulder Valley Comprehensive Plan. The plan is updated every 5 years to help guide community decisions about the preservation and development of Boulder's natural and built environments.
These listening sessions that we're planning will help us get more specific about areas of town and get information about what's of concern and what's people's vision for the areas where they live and work. So at the meetings, while we're going to be focusing on hearing people's concerns and really listening to what they've got to say about their areas, we have a lot of information to share too. We've put together sub-community fact sheets. Those are online now, and they include a lot of information about the 9 different areas through town, projections, what's there today, some of the historical information, a lot of really good information to share.
Community listening sessions will kick off on Monday, November 9th and continue through December. Each meeting will begin at 6:30 p.m. and will last for about 2 hours. If you can't make it to a listening session, you can find the latest information and also participate in an online survey now through November 8th at bouldervalleycomplan.net. Award-winning New York Times best-selling author Rowell will be in Boulder Thursday, November 12th for a reception and author talk at the Boulder Public Library. Rowell writes contemporary fiction for teens and adults. The experience is one of many ways the Boulder Public Library is engaging readers of all ages in the community.
We're really trying to activate the library in a lot of different ways, and most of those ways we're doing around programming. So it's innovative programming. It's not this typical kind of thing that you would expect from the library. Just doing some new things to see if we can draw the public back into the library so they can see us in a different light. And then, like I said before, it's creating an experience around it so that when people come in, they come away with a feeling like, wow, I didn't really expect to see that at my public library, and what a great thing it really was.
Rowell is currently on the New York Times bestseller list. Her book, Carry On, which was released on October 6th, is #1 on the young adult hardcover fiction list. Rainbow's appearance here is rolled into her national book tour, which is really exciting. And a lot of people in the library community, as well as in Boulder, adults and young adults, love her fiction. So it's what we would call a crossover book. And also this book, Carry On, has received great reviews on NPR, on Amazon. So it's really exciting to have her here at this time when this book is just released.
The reception with Rowell will take place at the Highland Club from 4:30 to 6 p.m., followed by a talk and book signing at the Canyon Theater at 7 p.m. Tickets include a $5 discount off her new book, Carry On, at the event. To purchase tickets, visit boulderlibrary.org. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.